While 35 nations worldwide have already legalized same-sex marriage, most LGBT plus people are still living in an environment in which discrimination and harsh laws still exist, as demonstrated by a recent incident in Malaysia.
I do not see.
During a performance at the Good Vibes Festival, two male bandmates of the 1975 British pop rock band kissed on stage. This band has since been banned from Muslim-majority Malaysia, where homosexuality is a crime.
Yes, the Prime Minister.
In an exclusive interview with Thai PBS World, a member of the UK's House of Lords and the Prime Minister's Special Envoy on LGBT plus rights, Lord Nick Herbert, emphasized that continuous engagement to negotiate LGBT plus rights is vital to ending discrimination. Quote from the Communication Minister of Malaysia said that there will be no compromise against any party that challenges, disparages and violates Malaysian laws. So I'm not sure from your experience and your point of view, what's your opinion on it, on this one?
Very often there are religious or cultural drivers, countries where there is discrimination, where there are harsh laws. We need to engage and promote our values of human rights. It's also about economic success, because we know that the strongest, most successful economies are actually those which are open, where people are able to fulfill their potential, irrespective of their background, irrespective of who they are.
As Lord Herbert wraps up his trip to Southeast Asia, he said the most significant challenge for LGBT plus community is repression by government, and he believes supporting NGOs and activists could expedite the advancement of LGBT plus rights.
Countries which are not just standing still on LGBT plus rights, but going backwards, where LGBT plus citizens are repressed, sometimes criminalized, treated violently, where it's not just a question of public opposition to them, but the state is using its power to oppress them as well. And that can happen, of course, to other communities as well. It's not just LGBT plus people. Well, that's of enormous concern. It's very often religiously driven, and support the NGOs. Very often there are brave activists on the ground who need our help and support, and the situation for them is very difficult. It's important that we provide as much support as we can in line with our values and in common with our partners. But it's not just governments that can help them, it's also businesses and others. They have a role too. You know, in the end, this isn't just about the rights of one specific minority, it's about human rights.
The Equal Rights Coalition, which has 43 member states, supports fundamental human rights for LGBT plus persons. As Thailand has an open culture and awareness of LGBT plus people in society, Lord Herbert highlighted Thailand's participation in the Equal Rights Coalition could be a beacon for the LGBT plus groups in Southeast Asia.
We collaborate, we work together to discuss how we can promote LGBT plus rights, not just in our own countries, but also in other countries, to make certain that we are making our views known, are encouraging them to take steps forward, but also sometimes speaking out where there are countries that are doing the wrong thing and going backward. So we very much hope that Thailand, which is a country that is tolerant, has a good understanding of the importance of openness and of LGBT plus people in its society, will join the Equal Rights Coalition. I think that would be great for Thailand to be part of this group of countries, but it would also be very important in the region.
Lord Herbert said that Thai NGOs and LGBT plus activists can make their voices heard in a benign environment in Thai society, but it is not the case in other countries.
I would encourage activists to keep going, to keep making the case for change, because it's as a result of activists that worldwide we've seen changes for the better. And legislators such as me well, we can in the end vote and pass laws, but it requires the activists to make the case, to encourage us to move in the right direction. So the activists have such a vital role to play, and I would say, keep going, keep making the case for change, because in the end, love will win.
Fan Kanxi reporting for Thai PBS World.